Hi, hi! Willkommen, welcome! Today I'm probably gonna switch my languages a little more than usual. Also, willkommen im Stream! Heute verwende ich beides. Sowohl Deutsch als auch Englisch. Ich habe nur vergessen, hier eine Nachricht noch reinzuschreiben. Let's start talking. In case anyone only waits until I send that message. Haha. Okay. Today we're not gonna play a game. Today we'll just talk a little. Yeah, I'm a little nervous because usually we have the game to pull us along, and today I'm just free. Today I'll just tell you some stories of what happened lately and stuff. Yeah, everything. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Just talking about swords and teeth. Now, what is this referring to? Teeth is, for those of you who know, teeth refers to the wisdom tooth surgery that I had this week. And swords has something to do with the event. So yeah, that's the two topics that I have prepared for today. Kind of prepared, like that happened, and now I have something to talk about. Yay! How are you guys tonight? Monday on a Sunday? Yes, it's Monday on a Sunday. It's always Monday when you're here. When will we get her to read weird fanfiction? Once you write one. Then I'll make sure to read it. No games, only Monday's wonderful voice. Oh, thank you. Ich bin besoffen, wie geht's euch? Ich bin nicht besoffen und mir geht's gut. Wait, this is English, never mind. I'll switch in like random spots. If I forget to speak one language, then just remind me that I need to switch so you understand me. So, we'll switch a lot. They removed her wisdom. She's less wise now. Yes, I lost 2 IQ because I lost 2 wisdom teeth. Well, I've lost all 4 now, and I'm happy about it. So, yay! I'm hella lucky I never got wisdom teeth. This time it wasn't that bad, but I'll talk about that in a sec. The last time it was bad. It took me like around 2 years to get them removed. It sucked. Monday and a Sunday broke my brain for a moment. Rose, why is she such an egomaniac? Why does she really only read fanfictions about herself? Because it would be weird to read fanfictions about someone else on stream. It's not like I haven't read fanfictions before, but I've stopped at some point because I felt weird like seeing that about people who I don't know how they feel about fanfiction. But now I read more manhwa, so that's my substitute. Reading fanfictions about me would be more appropriate, because if it's about me, it wouldn't be weird to read it on stream, because it has something to do with me and I can say, oh, this is okay and this is not okay. So, yeah. Ich bin depressiv und euch, ich hoffe, dir geht's bald besser. So, yeah. I hope you'll be better soon. Bruh, what fanfictions were you reading? I wasn't. Well, I'm still into K-pop, but you can imagine from there. I'm still into K-pop, but I don't read fanfictions related to that because I think like about reading that about these real people is weird because they don't consent to that. And yeah, I've been into K-pop since I was a teenager, like young teenager, so you can guess that some stuff has happened. Like I've read some stuff without thinking too much about it, so yeah. Monday was actually reading Omegaverse, wasn't she? Yes, I've read something about Omegaverse before I knew Omegaverse existed. I was really confused. When the self-insert is not a self-insert. Well, it could be a self-insert, but I'm both people. That would be hella weird. But, yeah. No, for real, I understand you writing fanfic about people you don't know is really weird. I didn't write them, I just read them. Like, I was only seeing them and was like, because someone introduced me to them, I was like, oh, this is interesting, I get stories to read, and I'm familiar with the characters already. Yeah, I did not think about that too much. I don't understand Omegaverse. It's basically like a hierarchy that's like a given and like nature's law, and men can get pregnant. But it's basically using dogs as or wolf packs as the basis for human relationships. Like that. Ooh, Monday is into K-pop since a teenager. Either Monday is far younger than I assumed, or she's been into K-pop for far longer than most. Who knows? Not Omegaverse, the ripples and effects Supernatural has had on the world. Yeah, I'm not. I don't read that anymore. Like, I just read that like once, I think. I didn't read too much of it. I was confused. I googled it and then I was like, what the hell? What the fuck? Yes, exactly. Yeah. Stuff like that. What would you want to see in your own fanfiction? A good ending. I don't like sad endings. Like sometimes you see like with manga or manhwa or fanfictions, it has bad endings, and I don't like bad endings. I like fairy tale endings and everything is fine and everyone is happy. Like I like simple stuff. Shadow the Hedgehog and SpongeBob fighting over you. Fun fact, I've never really gotten into SpongeBob. I don't think Shadow the Hedgehog. Sonic I've also not really watched. I think. I don't know. Read Berserk, it has a good ending. I've heard about stuff with Berserk before. Isn't that the one with the famous first panel? Isn't it that? Good endings? Yes, good endings are really nice. I like good endings. That's the most important part. Yeah. A lot of the manhwas I read are either like these, they're in a tower or like a game world and they have to level up and get up the tower, or romance. Reincarnation stories. Berserk is about rape, a lot of rape. I've heard about like, there's like the famous first panel of one manga, I think. By the way, have you ever heard of Omori? It's fucking amazing game I love. I think, yeah. It's the one with the like it has a really interesting art style. Like I think it was black and white, like the characters. Wasn't it that one? I think they had like really interesting style. Isn't like every single German story like a horrible fucked up endings? Maybe that's why I like happy endings. Though, no fairy tales like Dornröschen, so Sleeping Beauty. I think she ends up with the prince. Hansel and Gretel, I think they get away and the witch dies. The two children that are in the forest and the witch tries to eat them. Like the fairy tales have good endings. The other stories have like bad endings, yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, it's not black and white, but I know what you mean. The art style is really cool. I've not like all of that present, but like I remember the characters looking really cool. I think it like I've seen clips of it, so I think from the style of it, I think I should be able to play it. Omari is the only piece of media that made me cry, like genuinely so good. I have cried with a lot of things. One, like I've watched Fairy Tail and that taught me how to cry when watching series or movies. And since then it has only gone down. Like one anime, wait, let me find the name of that one where I cried so damn much. Let me see. Where is it? This one. World End. What do you do at the end of the world? Are you busy? Will you save us? This one made me freaking cry so hard. I'll put the English title in the chat. This anime made me cry so much. I like happy endings because if I were to read bad endings, I would just watch news. Exactly! I want to escape the bad things of reality, so I want some good endings. So yeah. What would you do if several classic characters fought over you? Think Don Quixote, Joseph K, Raskolnikov. I don't know the personality of any of those. I don't know so many people. So yeah, I don't know. It would be fun. Like I think some reading that occasionally, the kind of reverse harem style, like everyone is fighting over the female lead, is kind of fun to read sometimes. Because with anime, you have the male lead that every girl's fighting over a lot, so seeing the reverse of it occasionally is really fun. So yeah. I'm so jealous because I get super emotional at media, but I never cry, so I just end up feeling really sad. I was like that before, but with Fairy Tail I didn't. Well, at some point I just got so attached to the characters. Like the scene, if you've watched Fairy Tail, the scene when Wendy joins, that made me bawl. So yeah. So yeah. Oh, that one. Okay. you know. It seems you know with the world end. Yeah. It shows the beginning and I'm like, nah, this won't be the ending. This won't be the ending. I never cry like I'm a real man. I'm a deeply sensitive young man. It's okay to be sensitive. I don't get the men don't cry because I honestly, when someone like relies on me and like uses my shoulder to cry themselves out on, like I think like having that bond is just strengthening a relationship. Like, you can be strong in one situation and then be vulnerable in another. Like, it is not bad. Like, I don't know. Why do women cry at cartoons? Because I get attached to characters. It's not about if it's cartoon or real. Like, if it's real, it's also acting. So there's no difference. Like, I get attached to the characters. So I feel their emotions. I'm empathetic to them. So that's why I cry. I need something to make me emotional, so I'll watch that. There's another one if you're okay with like BL type stuff with the that made me cry. I was like, whoa, no. Bad button. There was one where I was like, let's watch some cute romance, and it happened to be BL. Just where is it? Let me find that. That one also made me cry. Do I have that saved here? Where is it? Where is it? Hybrid Child. I was like, it's a bit weird, but like, I hope I can get some cute romance out of that. I was deeply disappointed. Well, I was crying, bawling a lot. So, yeah. Did you get to keep the teeth from the wisdom tooth surgery? Yes! Wait. I have them here. I can click them together. Ah! It dropped to the floor! Wisdom tooth! Stay with me! I got them! Yeah. I looked it up and it turns out I watched the anime adaptation a long time ago. It really broke me too. I have the same issue. In fact, that's why I'm feeling so bad right now. It sucks. Aww. For me, it helps with positive music or a positive anime to distract me. Like something positive can distract me from negative feelings. So yeah. Is the anime literally called Fairy Tail? Because I want to watch it. It's called Fairy Tail, like tail, like the tail of an animal. Because it's the tail that the fairy drags, like the sparkly tail that the fairy like drags behind. That's what it's about. But it's a long anime, like hundreds of episodes. Not as long as One Piece, but really long. It's not a romance though. It's more shonen type. It's like magic and they are fighting, and it is kind of power of friendship, but a lot of fights and stuff. So yeah. I've never seen my dad cry ever in my life. It feels weird. I've seen my dad cry a few times in relation to people getting really sick. Mostly. So yeah. I have my teeth, yes! Fairy Tail was an ecchi. It is kind of... It has fan service. I wouldn't call it an ecchi, but it has fan service. Like, both male and female fan service. So yeah, the tooth collector. I mean, it's my teeth. I don't know what to do with them, but it's my teeth, so I wanted to have them. Do you have any plans for them? Dice earrings? I don't know yet. For now, I'll just keep them. I would need to clean them up a bit more. For now, they're just lying around. I don't know. I don't know yet. Maybe for now, I'll just keep them lying around. I've never seen Fairy Tail's ending, too long of a show, but the ending was talked about a lot. The ending, I've not seen the last episodes, mainly because I don't want it to end, so if I just avoid watching the last, like, 10 episodes, it'll be fine. It's not ending. I'm in denial for a few years now. I'm okay with long series. Actually, I love when series are long. The good thing is it has shorter story arcs, so you can like pause after each story arcs, because the story arcs are addicting. The story arcs are addicting, and I couldn't put it down during a story arc. Like, as soon as you get into the story, and then the story arcs get a little longer, like 20 episodes long, I couldn't put it down in between. So, yeah. Most anime is unserious, so I feel like fan service isn't as bad. Yeah, it can be, like, I have seen anime where fan service is so much that it gets annoying. And I think Lucy can be annoying in Fairy Tail. Like, because she's sometimes too much of just fan service focused. But then she has her moments. But my favorite was always Erza Scarlet, so yeah. How did the Sugoi blood surgery go? Yeah, we should talk about that. Let me just read the one from Nonogram, and then we'll talk about the tooth surgery, as we have already talked a little bit about other stuff. I used to have no problem with long shows, but eventually life changed, and I never managed to finish the long ones, and a bunch of smaller ones. I have a list, like I can keep track of everything, so that makes things easier. I've tried to get into One Piece, but I always have to like come back actively to watch it, because One Piece is like this big thing. So I want to watch it, but it's not as addicting to me as Fairy Tail. So yeah. You stop watching as often because you don't want it to end. Feel the same as I got the last collection of Sherlock stories. Yeah. I stopped watching like the last episodes, and I want to watch them now, the final arc, because the 100-year quest, 100 year? I think 100-year quest, like it is, like it's out, so it started, so I want to watch that actively along when it's released, so yes, I will watch it now. But yes, my teeth, the blood surgery, it was fun. Honestly, because like here I am talking about a surgery and calling it fun, because it's still a new surgery they did in that specific dental office. They have not done that often before, so a lot of people came to watch. It was like more people in the room that there were necessary. But it was fun, and I got to watch the blood, like we drew my blood at first, and took like 4 vials of blood, and then we put that into the centrifuge, spinning thing for vials. Spins really fast. So yeah, I had an audience, and you were a guinea pig. I was, kind of. And I was really happy about that, because I heard about what the surgery can do, and I'm someone who trusts that. Like, I knew what would happen. I have the background knowledge. Like, I know enough about like how a body works that I understand what's going on. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like an amazing idea, let's do it. So I didn't mind being like one of the first people they done this on. So yeah. And I got to, like, we put it in the blood, it was spinned. Centrifuge. Yes, that thing, we put that in. And they nurse in training? No, not nurse in training, but like the dentist who performed this procedure, another dentist was watching, and there were like 2 assistants. I think 2 assistants? 3? I don't know, it wasn't important, so yeah. I'm actually really scared of surgery, so I'm just chilling with my wisdom teeth. if you get a good dentist, it's not bad. I'll explain a little bit. So in this case, it's called, I think, wait, let me, I think, I don't remember what it was called, the thing that we did, but I always just called the dental assistants. What do you mean call? Like dental assistants, yeah. They were present as well because we needed them. So yeah, we put the blood in a centrifuge and spun it really fast for a few minutes, and then the blood came out. It was separated, and we had to like wait a little more. And then I got to watch after we wanted to do it before, after I just got my local anesthesia. Like we put the local anesthesia in while the thing was spinning. So then I got up from the chair again and I watched. The funny thing was we were like, oh yeah, but if you want to watch, then you have to wear a mask because it has to be sterile. And I just put on the mask. When I looked at the dentist looked at me, wait, no, you don't need a mask. It gets put into your mouth. It's your germs anyway. So it isn't important if you wear a mask or not. So I still wore the mask, but it was a funny moment because we were like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense if I wear a mask. Wait, no. Yeah, but the clot that was supposed to form didn't form immediately. So we then pulled out the tooth, which under the anesthesia is just you feel it pulling, but you don't feel pain. It feels strange. It is not it doesn't hurt, but it's you feel that that the teeth is getting pulled out. Just not you feel the pulling, but you don't feel when the teeth is the tooth is loose. So yeah, that's interesting. Never heard of a centrifuge being used at a dentist before. It's rather new, I think. Not just at this dentist, but I think the technique is not that old yet. Just a few years, maybe, which is not much in the medical field, I think. So yeah, I was one of the first to receive that. Probably, maybe, I don't know. And yeah, then we pulled out the first wisdom tooth, and then I went to watch again because then the clot came up. I got the wisdom tooth removed, and then I go get up and watch, with this thing completely open. So, because it even stopped bleeding in this short of amount of time. That was pulled up so smoothly that it didn't even really bleed. On one side, the other side bled a little, but this one didn't even really bleed. So then the thing is, it's the centrifuge separates the red blood cells and the white blood cells and plasma. And in the white blood cells plasma thing, there was a blob forming, and this blob consists of a condensed plug of white blood cells. White blood cells, if you know or if you don't know, they're for healing your stuff. Red blood cells transport oxygen, and white blood cells heal, and it's good for disinfecting stuff. And then after we got the plug, we went back to the chair, and that plug got put into the hole left behind by the tooth, and it got sewn shut with one stitch. I removed that stitch earlier today by myself at home because I got the options. Remove it by yourself after 2 or 3 days. It's the 4th day, but it's fine. Come back after 2 to 3 days. It's the weekend. That's a little hard, but it's fine. Or because it was like resorbing material, resorption-able material. The string can be like absorbed by the body. It's like it would just dissolve. So yeah, I put that, like I had that put in, but it would take 2 months. So I didn't want that. And like it's healed so well already, so I didn't need that. So yeah, I just spilled my beer. Oh no, not the beer. You need a bigger glass, then you can spill it. So yeah, are they separated blood cells to have a natural clotting agent with the white cells? Exactly. And that's why, like, I was like, yeah, that sounds amazing. I will try it. And so, because like it is a disinfectant, because you have like the antibodies directly there, and it helps heal faster. And like, basically, just so you know, after we put the second tooth out and the clotting thing in and sewed it shut, we did the second tooth. Basically the same procedure, except for that I didn't get up to watch the second clot pulled out of the vial because I saw it already. So yeah. So then afterwards, I was still on like the anesthesia. I was still on the anesthesia for a few hours because, yeah, of course. Then, and like the rules for, I still have them lying around here. Rules were basically like every other surgery: only eat or drink after no anesthesia is anymore present. No milk products, no hot products, like hot and spicy and hot in temperature. Then no coffee, no tea, no alcohol, no nicotine. I don't smoke anyway, so that's not hard. Drinking, I can avoid drinking rather well because I don't drink that often anyway. The only bad thing is no tea. I don't drink coffee as well. Also not hard. No tea and no caffeine, because it also, like, because it's about caffeine. I couldn't also drink Spezi, which is yeah, sad. I haven't drunk Spezi since then. My lovely Spezi. But yeah. What else? Yeah, then I waited, to be honest, because I was told, yeah, after 1 day it should be kind of forgotten, and I was like, what? This fast? Well, let's figure this out. Because I was one of the first ones, I was supposed to also give feedback about the procedure. So I was like, yeah, okay, let's wait until everything of the anesthesia is gone before I take a painkiller. So I waited and waited for a while. I basically just distracted myself with anime and like playing around with some programs to distract myself in that time till the anesthesia was gone, because in the evening it still hurt. It wasn't hurt like hell. Like, I've had worse pain, honestly, when my back was like twisted, my spine was twisted. That hurt like hell. But the wisdom teeth, like, it was like I should take a painkiller. I would probably be able to deal with it without, but I should take a painkiller at this level. So it took like 400 EBU. So it's not the strongest stuff that we have, but yeah. It's the one that I mostly use if I need. You got your spine twisted? Yeah, one time. I can tell you about that later. It's not really twisted, like the two vertebrae like interlocked with each other, and that hurts. That hurts. I can tell you, I don't recommend doing that. I don't know how I did that, but I don't recommend it. I needed to go to a doctor to get everything put into place again. Yeah. Anyway, so I waited, and then in the evening I ate a toast bread, like American style bread, sandwich bread. Like we called it American toast bread because it's like kind of sweeter bread, like white, soft, sweet bread. Because yeah. So like then I ate that in the evening because yeah. In the evening then I could eat, and that was like I didn't want to make my special toothache soup in the evening. I was too lazy to do that in the evening. So I made that the next day for lunch, my toothache soup. But on the next day, like I went to bed with my like having the painkiller in. So like I was still feeling it, but it wasn't as painful anymore. And the next morning, I already woke up with the level of pain I had in the evening after I took the painkiller. So that was really good. Like the next day, not even 24 hours, like I got my teeth removed at like 6 p.m. and I woke up at like 7 a.m. the next day, and my toothache was almost gone. Like just it was the amount of pain where I was like, I don't need the painkiller at all, but it's the little bit of pain that was still there is distracting me from doing my stuff. So I took a half of the 400. So I took 200 milligram. So yeah, it wasn't that bad anymore. And the third day, I didn't take any painkillers at all. Like nothing. I didn't need it because I wasn't in pain. Like that fast. I heard like with this first one, it took a year to get them out, but the next day everything was already like down. But this time it was even down even faster. Like I was in more pain for longer last time. With the first two. This time the pain was down really, really fast. That's a fast recovery. Yeah, I was really surprised, but it's thanks to that new method. So I really, if you have a dentist that has that opportunity, I don't think that's many right now, but if you have the opportunity to do that for wisdom tooth removal, I strongly recommend this method. So yeah, a toothache soup I call like, okay, that has to do with my first round of wisdom teeth removal. Like I said, it took 2 years from the moment where we were like, yeah, we should remove them, to the actual removal. Because 1 year was fighting with my insurance company, and 1 year was the preparation for the surgery. Because the other two wisdom teeth, the ones that weren't removed right now, but like earlier in my life, they grew into my nerves. They were like in my nerves. So my dentist was like, yeah, no, I'm not pulling them out like that, because you could lose your complete sensation in your lower jaw. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to you. So, what could we do? We pull them out slowly. With something, like I never had braces, except for like preparation for the surgery. So it wasn't really braces to correct my teeth. But I thought you guys didn't have private health insurance. We do have private health insurance. And there's things that are covered and not covered by insurance as well. So yeah, it's not as expensive anyway, but still it is sometimes like, you guys should pay this. They were like, oh, you are too old to have a to have something like to correct your teeth, but I wasn't getting anything to correct my teeth. The funny thing was they had like someone, an inspector, kind of looking at the documents and then telling them the insurance if this is real or not. And the inspector first said, no, you don't have to pay this. And the next one, the next inspector document said, I talked to some guys at the universities, stuff, like people who know more, and they said, if she actually loses her sensation and sues you, you're fucked. And then they decided to pay. And then I had like kind of braces, but they were like just in the back with like a band around one of the teeth and then pulling up the wisdom tooth with like a brace thingy. And yeah, the good thing is it worked. The bad thing was, because my gums were rather eager to protect my teeth, they grew over the braces. Like the one with at the wisdom tooth, they grew over the braces again and again and again. So every time I needed to get my braces adjusted, before going to get the braces adjusted, I needed to get them, it was like burned away with electricity? Suturing, I think is called. So fun? That was a fun time. And so I had like every few weeks, like I think every 4 to 6 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, I needed to get my gums sutured away. And yeah, that getting like your flesh burned away tastes bad. It tastes like burning insects. Like, do not recommend. Like, I don't know if you know like these electrical fly traps. If you smell like that, is it ketamine burning? I don't know. Insect burning smells bad. And it tastes, like the taste reminded me of that. And I had like this soup that I always made because it was like thick and nutritious, like calorie dense, but at the same time it didn't hurt me to eat that because I couldn't like not eat for that amount of time. So yeah. Oh my gosh, welcome! Good evening! 1 year live Queen Monday. Hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. I've recovered faster than I thought. So yeah. Did it hurt being burned? I was like under local anesthesia always. I had local anesthesia always there. So it was fine. The only thing, the worst thing was the day that the electricity interacted with my braces and the saliva, and like even if I had local anesthesia, because electricity is electricity, I felt like this sensation, the sensation of electricity even to my toes. So that was fun. I basically got electrocuted. It didn't hurt, but it was like an awful sensation, feeling that electricity. So yeah, it sounds awful. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't taste good. But I have, because of that, I do have a cream lying around that is like a cream for inside the mouth. If it hurts, you can put it on there and it's numbing. I have a numbing cream for inside the mouth. So yeah, Monday's the Flash. I was for a second there. Yeah, my teeth are a fun little adventure. I never got the normal treatment. But the first time after I got done with everything, I was also like, the next day I was already up and going to places and everything was fine. So I only took a painkiller and then went away to school and stuff. Yeah, it was fun. Kind of. Not really. But I was just glad it was over at this point, honestly. After the whole year with the braces, it was just fun having it over, knowing it's over. And then the other two came out. Anyway, they're out now, and I'm happy about it. And I'm not in pain, which is really nice. It's nice not to be in pain. So yeah, I have a tooth in my gum that my gum is inside. I can't get rid of it. The tooth is a mere shell. Ooh, that sounds not good. I had my wisdom teeth that are growing out partially, and that was already annoying because food got stuck in there and you couldn't get it out easily if you didn't brush your teeth immediately. But that sounds, gum inside of the tooth sounds like a pain in the ass, honestly. Why is the human body so weird sometimes? I don't understand it. Yeah. With the soup, my toothache soup is basically you have a vegetable stock, and into the vegetable stock you put in this mixture. I mix in a cup. I mix 1 egg with 4 spoons of flour, a little bit of majoran. What is majoran in English? Majoran English. Majoram. Marjoram. I put that in, and a little bit of salt and a little bit of cold water, and then I mix it with a fork, and that gets put into with a little bit, it gets mixed, but it's not smooth but lumpy, and it gets put into the broth, and it gets stirred in, and then it thickens up. It is not supposed to be as thick as I always eat it, but I like it that way. So yeah. Margarine? No, not fake butter. Not fake butter. It's a herb. Herb. Google Translate says it is written like this. It's not margarine. It's not fake butter. It's not margarine. Butter is better. Margarine is rather unhealthy because it's long fats, unsaturated. Saturated. Long fats. It's bad fats. It's the bad kind of fat. I've never heard of this herb before. It's not something a lot of people use, but it's needed for this one. And it's a salty kind of... If I make it, it's more like a slosh thingy. If you see this grayish slob that sometimes in like science fiction movies they get served onto in like space shuttles. It looks like that, but in little yellow because of the egg yolk. But it's just the way I make it. It's like it's not supposed to be like that. I just like it. And for some reason, I just craved it at some point because I had like this year of every time being in pain after getting my gums opened. That I started to crave it every time my teeth hurt. So that's why I had that, to satisfy that craving. You make the grey slop sludge in every cartoon? Yes! Does it taste good? It does. It does taste good, at least to me. But some of my family doesn't like it, some of my family likes it. It's rather divided if it's good or not good. So you can try it. I can try to write it down somewhere. And like post it. So yeah, it's not hard to make. It's rather easy. Like half a liter vegetable stock. I use instant vegetable stock because I'm lazy. And then yeah, Monday, when will you do the 200 sub special? We don't have 200 subs yet. 1 sub away. I don't know what do you want for a 200 sub special. Gonna have to try and make Monday's toothache soup one day. Yeah, you can try. Maybe I'll put it in the Discord. And I think we have a food thing somewhere. Wait, let me see. Yeah, we have food chat. I can put it there. So yeah. I was joking. Time to all unsub. No, please don't go. 201 sub? Wait, what? I don't have my stuff open all the time while I'm streaming. We've grown? Oh my god, we reached the 200 subs. We reached 201 subs. We reached it. I'm happy. 1 year, kind of. It's fun. It's fun to stream for all of you. I'm glad to see that there are so many people enjoying my stuff. Like 200 on YouTube seems so low, but like imagine 200 people in one room. That's so many people. Like genuinely so many people. So yeah. I didn't prepare anything. Well, I did prepare one thing. But I'm not ready to show that yet. I have prepared something, but I have not figured out how to present it to you properly, so you'll have to wait a little bit. 200 in one room? That room smells. My graduation class was more than 200 people and we were in one room. That doesn't smell too bad. It's just like a concert hall or something. So yeah. Glückwunsch, Dankeschön. I'm happy that you guys are enjoying that stuff, so like the streams and the talking so much. I'm just glad that you enjoy everything. Yeah. Should we? Like I think I've said everything I wanted to say about the teeth. Should we start talking about swords? You want to talk about the swords? Or do you have anything to still say about the topic of teeth? Or about the topic of subs? About like subspecial or anything? Do you have any wishes? Like, I have something, I kind of prepared it as a joke. but I think it's not time to reveal it yet, isn't it? I could, but it's not in the final form, kind of. Are you okay with not seeing the final form directly? I haven't prepared it that I can show it properly. Should I hold off until I can show it off, like, really well? I think I'll hold off. You'll have to wait a little bit, because then I can announce it properly. Like, make it a thing. So yeah. Swords! Swords refers kind of to, like, as a code name to the event that I was going at. Let me prepare something like this. I think that should be fine. It's fine, you don't need to see it yet whenever you're ready. Yeah, I want to make it like that it properly works before I show it off to you. So you'll have to wait a little bit longer. Okay, let's go over. Wait, let me stop the music. And then let's get over here. Oops, wrong button. Let's watch it from the start. I was at the Kaltenberger Ritterturnier. I went there to a live event, a live night tournament. So, yeah. I went and saw some knights fight against each other. It was like the tournament. It's like an event with, you can hear, like, it doesn't have a sound, at least not now. I can show you some stuff. The header, that's just the header. But there, like, later we'll watch some other stuff that has sound. So yeah, a jousting tournament. They have this here every year. The Kaltenberger Ritterturnier is here every year. Here, it's in Kaltenberg at the castle. And you visit, like, it's not in the castle, but like at the castle. And the person who started things is a prince of Bavaria. So that's kind of fun. And like, it's like, you get to see a lot of different things. Like, it has like a whole space around it. There's like a march before everything. There is a lot of different music, performances, people you can buy, like merchants, where you can buy different stuff. We'll look at it in a second. Like, we'll look at more stuff. But yeah, I forgot princes still exist. The prince is not like in anime and stuff, like, where it's the young prince. The prince has white hair, not because it's like a white-haired prince in the sense of like anime style, but like the prince is older. Did you dress up as well? I did dress up a little bit. I don't have like proper medieval clothes, but I wore something that was more appropriate than jeans and a t-shirt. But there were people dressed up better than me. But yeah. The UK still has a monarchy, yes. And I think, doesn't Spain also has like a royal family? Was it Spain? doesn't Sweden also have a royal family? Like multiple places in Europe definitely have a royal family. And here there are people with like a noble title, but they don't necessarily have like something attached, like duties attached to it too much. So yeah, it's mostly title, I think. So yeah, did you know America has a royal family? I did not. I don't think I've heard of them too much before. I hear about royal families more like when it comes to the British royal family and like, or I think Princess Eleonora, I think is her name. Like, isn't she, like, I see stuff about her as well a lot of times. She seems to be doing really well in her, like, royal duties. So it's kind of interesting to see. Anyway, let's look a little bit at what you can see here, because I kind of want to show you what I saw in this way. Wait a sec, since when do you have 2,000 subs? Since today, since the stream. Before I started to stream, I still saw 199, but because chat said it, I checked it. Mine is committing copyright infringement. No shame. I'm making advertisement without getting paid. So I don't think it's too bad. And also the official source material, if you type in Kaltenberger Ritterturnier, as it's written up here, you can basically find it, ritterturnier.de. You can find it yourself. And honestly, like, this is completely honest. If you have the chance to visit this, like, it's always in July. If you are visiting the Bavarian region during that time, I honestly recommend you check it out yourself, because this short clips cannot show you the atmosphere that is there. Like, it does not like compare to the real thing. So I honestly recommend, if you have the chance to visit, because it's really cool. So yeah, I think that's the header thing. So let's look at the main attraction, the arena show. That's this one here. It's a little low in sound, isn't it? Nope. How's the sound for you? Which is the sound? Probably here. Let me check the sound. Oh, it's loud for you. It's jousting, but you also have like stunt performances on horses, you have sword fights, you have axe fights, you have like pirate stuff that's going on. You have a lot of different stuff other than wait, Fight Monday doesn't work? Fan-Treffen Festival mit dir? Maybe at some point. I probably will go to that next year as well. Maybe. I don't know which weekend though, or which time. Where is my bot? Is it here? Or do I need to check on you? Stream element. Come on, please. Where are you? It must be cool to see a lance break in person. There were a lot of broken lances. There, like, I'm honestly surprised. Like, the one thing that's like magic to me is why, like, how do they control which lance breaks? Like it's like, I know that the falls are like acted, but how do they control everything? So yeah. I don't. Wait. I lost track of what I'm saying, but I'm trying to fix the bot. Give me a second. Part and join again. Now, yes. Reminds me of the Renaissance Festival. It's kind of similar. It's more focused on the medieval part, I think. But yeah. The jousting is all predetermined. Maybe it's a mix of improv. No, it's completely trained, and you have the evil people and the good people, and you boo the bad people, and you clap for the good people and cheer for them. So one is made of weaker wood, maybe. I think it's most likely that the one hits when it's supposed to hit, and the other one looks like it goes into that direction but misses, and it's trained that it misses. I think that would be more likely. But they don't have two different variations of the performance. Like, because it's always the same. Like, every year it is the same storyline, but the performance itself, it's still new, kind of. You know what happens, but like the details are different because different actors and like they make variations, but like the basic of the story is still the same. Medieval wrestling, but well, jousting, yeah. Like knights, like it's a story that could have happened like that, kind of. Not really. They go to the ghost realm, so I don't think that really happens. So imagine if a criminal broke in and put the bad person costume and switched the sides. Well, the person. No, the person who play, like, there's the Black Knight, but the Black Knight is not played by the person who originally played played the Black Knight for like the past 16 years, but for 2 years now it's a new person. But the person who played the Black Knight before now plays the samurai. So yeah. Oddly enough, Monday Renaissance festivals, despite the name, are not about the Renaissance. Why do you call it Renaissance Festival then? But yeah, not every medieval festival has a tournament though, like with real jousting and so many horses, and yeah, probably. Like, it's so damn impressive seeing all the knights fight and everything. And there are people from a lot of different countries in the performance. Like, I think a lot of the let me see here, videos. A lot of the people, I think the stuntmen and women for the horses are French. Oh, no. Let's watch this one. So yeah, you have the jousting, and like this is the main event of jousting. Then there's like fire, there are flags. This is the Bavarian Knights. Like, you have different people. And this performance is like at the beginning where they have stunts on the horses. And like they fight against each other. There's fire. It's really amazing. It's like 2 hours, like a whole movie. Like it's a theater, like it's live theater, but with horses outside in an arena with breaking wood and everything. It's real stuff. It's so amazing. Like, look at this. And it's like kind of different, like how everything happens every year. The outfit look high effort. They're like, the thing is, they're not all of them are professional actors. Some of them are just like have the hobby of like medieval culture, keeping medieval culture alive. Like a lot of this, like we had the cool thing about stuff like this is that there are like people there who have like real craftsmanship. Like you get there really good craftsmanship. This is pro level LARPing. It's kind of, yeah, but like it's professional level LARPing. And they're like people from Italy there. There are performers from France there. There are performers. I'm not sure if they were like Spanish people, I think, but I'm not sure. If maybe there was 2 groups of Italian people. I did not pay too close attention to which countries all there were there. I remember definitely Italy, France, Scotland, and different areas of Bavaria, like different, yeah, not necessarily cities, but like different names of places that you've heard of. So, yeah, there are a lot of different things. There is, can I find one other, like I want to show you some more stuff. So there is a lot of different performances. Like I said, I want to show you some stuff that I've seen. So let's see. I've seen this one, which might be strange for you to see. And I've seen this one. It includes kind of less clothed people. So just be warned about that. Germany is not that prude when it comes to that thing. So yeah. Let's look at this one first. A little clip. So it's like kind of like a performance with this guy called Adonis, which is the most handsome guy in the world. You will see. So it's kind of funny. So yeah, let's look at that.
Der Kater! Adonis! Er war ein Straßenkater!
It's like kind of improv, and he's narrating it, and it's talking to him like he's a cat, like he's telling the story and he's a cat. So yeah. Rollig is kind of like a cat with being like more like having a high drive, searching for mates. So yeah, that's kind of like a funny character that runs around there. So yeah, Adonis, like the Greek story, yeah, it's kind of inspired by that. Just, I think it seems to me like they make it like a little with irony, because like I'm pretty sure that's a wig and the teeth are not real. I'm pretty sure about that. So yeah. Yeah, like he was not nude, but he wasn't wearing as many clothes as other people. So yeah. Who's your favorite character? I'll see if I can find him. I'm not sure where he is because I don't remember which everything was called. This one is also one. It's about like repenting for your sins. Like a lot of people, like it's a little religious-ish, and they make like what they have, like how it was back in the Middle Ages with having the people who needed to repent. They had whips themselves and they whipped themselves while going through the city and chanting like Christian songs to repent for their sins. So, yeah. That's what also one thing. Little religious-ish. Yeah, I don't think they did that actually to repent for their sins. But it was like based on Christian, like what Christianity did at that time. Like, I don't think anywhere does this right now. So, yeah. Like, this is a performance based on Christianity. But I don't think they actually did that to repent for their sins. That's why I said religious-ish, because it doesn't have the purpose of a religious ceremony in this case. So, the flagnans? Is this like that? Yeah, so a lot of different things. The food was great, but because I still didn't get to eat like milk-based stuff and like there's a lot going on there at the same time and a lot of people there. So I did have Bärlauch meat. What's Bärlauch in English? Bärlauch. English. Wild garlic. I had meat with wild garlic. So, yeah. There's some place that might still do real flag dance. I know some people get very hyped up and crucify themselves. That sounds weird to me, honestly. I'm not used to seeing something like that. So, I don't know. I'm glad they don't do that here anymore. Like, yeah, meat with garlic, that sounds amazing. That is amazing. It was tasty. It's not really, like, it's different than garlic. Like, wild garlic is different than garlic. It's green. It's in German, it's called Bärlauch. What? Where is that? Ah, yeah, it was referring to the flaglands. So, yeah. What else should we look at? We can look at this. This is the march they do, where every like all the performers are introduced with their money poisoning herself for flavor. Like I said before, I like a lot of the vampires that I've grown I got acquainted to over the years. That I've been turned into a vampire, they like garlic very much. So the thing with garlic and vampires is a myth. With the silver, I'm trying to build an immunity to, so I cannot be killed with silver. I'm using a lot of silver jewelry. Jewelry. Damn it! Accessories. To build immunity. Yeah, I don't like that word in English. isn't it like lactose intolerance? Maybe a little. Jewelry. I don't know. From the from the creators of Squirrel, here comes Jewelry. Muss leider ins Bett. Gute Nacht und nochmal herzlichen Glückwunsch für 200 Gefolgsleute, deine Monday Army. Gute Nacht, Draugosch, und Dankeschön. Ja. Was gibt's noch sonst zu sehen? Es gibt ein großes Handwerkerlager, wo man verschiedene Sachen sehen kann, wie sie gemacht werden. Also, hier sieht man es ein bisschen. Wie hat man früher Holzarbeiten gemacht? Also nicht mit modernen Methoden, sondern wie wurde es damals halt echt gemacht? Da sieht man jetzt natürlich nur die eine Art, aber da gab es verschiedene Sachen, die man sehen kann. Der hat Zäune zum Beispiel jetzt gebaut, aber da gibt es zum Beispiel auch there's also like yeah, there's like different things, like working with copper, working with different materials, like different types of working with them, making candles, historical board games. Like there's a lot of different things, historical music instruments. Like you can see a lot of different things. Never told me who was your favorite character. I'm still trying to find where they are. Let me see something else for a second. There was a program somewhere. Let me see. Give me a second. No. I think it was this one. Right? I think it might be Merle. Yeah. Let me see if I can find them here. Well, nope. I didn't want to watch the same thing again. Merle. They were like my favorite crew there. But everything is like so worth it. They were like my favorite crew. They're like doing sword fights. They're performing some sword fights. They were like my favorite. Because it was really interesting to see them fight with each other from up close. That's like the best. It's also theater-like, but with sword. Like it's a close-up sword fight that you can watch. It's not in the arena. It's on a like smaller stage, and I really like them. Like watching someone sword fight it's kind of cool. Yeah, they were like my favorite. I don't know. I just think sword fights are cool. I like swords and daggers and axes. I like it. I don't like guns. I prefer the good old weapons. I don't know, it has more class, has more style, in my opinion. Yeah, they're like a lot of different things, even cooler than Oriental cartoons. Oriental? I'm not sure what you mean with Oriental cartoons. Yeah, they're really different thing. Hypnotica is also a performance that I really enjoyed. That is a fire show, like where they make like a performance with fire, and it's late at night, and it's so nice to watch. It's so nice to see everything. Like, in reality, you basically don't see the people, but you basically mainly see the fire because it's dark. This is shot with rather good cameras. And like really zoomed in because you sit there on the side. And in this case, with these big things, you can feel the heat. So, yeah, it's really nice. A lot of the things. You cannot see everything in one time. So I will go there again and see more stuff. You were referring to anime? Well, the real thing is always better than anime. So, like, because, like, I like theater. Like, real theater is really cool. I go whenever I see a performance that interests me. I go to the theater. So I go rather often, honestly. I haven't gotten into ballet yet or operas, but I got into like theater and musicals already. So, like, I like real performances of humans. I'm not watching movies that much, but theater is really cool, in my opinion. So, yeah. Real partners are better than the cartoon partners? No way. It's not about partners. Where did you get about partners? There's not, like, watching a performance is like, because with watching a performance, the audience like comes into play, kind of like live streams is different to watching videos because of the interaction with you guys. Like, because I chat with you guys and you guys say stuff and get to put in your thoughts into the stream. Just like that is a sword fight that you see in person with like seeing everyone cheering them on, different than a premeditated animated video. Like, in the anime, nothing can go wrong because it has already been animated. But if you have a performance with real fire or like a sword, like, you can hurt yourself if you don't train. And people are like getting excited, even though they know what's supposed to happen. They get excited and they scream and they shout and they clap and they cheer. And it's fun to be like in the audience of that. It's also fun to perform on stages. Like, I've played in concerts before. I've also marched like marches, kind of like similar to this, but a different march. Like, you have this march here where everything pauses and there's music, different styles, and like different performers that show off like who they are. And like I walked in such marches before, and it's really fun, like being part of this and everyone like looking and enjoying themselves. Yeah, stuff like that is really cool. Like, everyone coming together to create this experience is something that I really enjoy. Bagpipes? Yeah, of course, bagpipes. It was like in the Middle Ages. Of course, they had bagpipes. You don't think that bagpipes, like, just because it's like what Scotland is known for, it doesn't mean that other countries didn't have them, you know? There are a lot of bagpipes in different things. I think the Scottish had bagpipes too. I think. So, yeah. They do have goose. Yeah, of course. I even have like a farmer that farms geese here near me. So, yeah, here are a lot of goose. Geese. Geese is the plural. Right. Yeah. A lot of geese here. It's like something that I see often. There are even wild geese all the time here. So, yeah, they have also geese. There's a lot of different things. One thing that I can recommend if going to a festival that has that, because also like Christmas markets have them a lot of times, or in the summer Volksfeste, kind of like the mini Oktoberfest. Probably Oktoberfest has them too. Baumstriezel. If you have, if you like sweet stuff, I recommend Baumstriezel. It's like a really, really nice thing. I'm not sure if they have a picture of that here. No, let me get a picture of that for you. Baumstriezel images, please. Doo-doo. Come here. This is Baumstriezel. The VTubers have super duper discords where they exchange advice with each other. There are VTuber community discords, yes. I'm not active in them though. Twitter is also a nice place to get advice if you need it. But yeah, VTubers talk. Not all VTubers talk with all VTubers, but there are people, like, you can join communities. So yeah. You can give us some gossip about them. I cannot give you gossip about people. I don't know gossip. That's not, like, I just see the gossip on Twitter like everyone else. I don't know any gossip. The people I've interacted with were kind people. So no gossip. No gossip there. What's the Oktoberfest about? Technically, it's celebrating marriage. Originally. Like, originally, the Oktoberfest was the, like, two royals got married, and they were like, let's gain approval by the common people by giving them a fun, like, event. I think it was horse racing at first, like something with horses. And at some point it devolved into like a festival that was held every year. Like, other than the name suggests, it is starting in September. It goes into October, but it's not happening completely in October. But it's now known for drinking a lot of beer and getting everyone in Munich sick with the flu in October. But yeah. So yeah, that party was so cool. We should do it every year. Now, yeah, we have a lot of attractions. It's like a fair. You have a lot of attractions, which is fun for children, and then you have the Zelte, tents. It's not like a small camping tent. It's like massive, holding numerous of people, and like every beer manufacturer has their own tent, and like even other like people that don't do not manufacture beer. And then there's like a lot of great food and different types of beer, like because it's different companies. And you can eat and drink there. And there's like a lot of international exchange there. A lot of companies go there. A lot of politicians go there to show their face. So yeah, I personally prefer the smaller, more local Volksfeste, which is basically mini versions of the Oktoberfest. Just that you go to the local version of it and you meet people you know. Like if you have not moved to a different region, like you meet your elementary school classmates, your high school classmates. Well, we have middle school, high school is like one thing. Like your school classmates, people you have been in clubs with. So you meet a lot of people there. So Germans are really constantly celebrating? Kind of, yeah. In summer, well, it's the Volksfeste usually only lasts like 1 to 2 weeks, but there's like, within Bavaria at least, there's like, during the summer there's constantly something anywhere, but like you don't go this far all the time. So yeah, I'm just excited because I was reading about the raising, selling, and use of goose from the 14th to 18th century England. So seeing goose is great. Here, kind of like yours, like the Thanksgiving in America, we have St. Martin, where you technically eat a goose. We personally, my family, we eat a goose for Christmas. We have a Christmas goose. We don't have turkey. We have a goose for Christmas. So that's where we get out. And the farmer there, they sell the goose for St. Martin, which is the 11th of November, and for Christmas. So you can, like, month before Christmas, you're like, I want a goose. And then you get a goose for Christmas. And that's what we do every year for the family, for a family gathering. So we actually know where the goose was raised. Like, we see them the whole year growing up on the field. Like, there's a lot of geese on these green plains here. So we see them. And then we eat them. But we know they had a good life because we saw them have a good life. They're free. Kind of free. Yeah. It's really cool to know where your food comes from. So yeah. Do you also celebrate Walpurgisnacht? I personally do not. I should probably celebrate it because considering that I'm a woman who can fly, I'm a witch, kind of. Also because I'm a vampire and I'm an elf, I use magic and that technically makes me a witch. But yeah, as someone who raised geese as a kid, they excrement a whole lot. So if you don't want to have to deal with a lot of shit, you shouldn't. Don't they poop like really, really much? Here it's a problem in public parks often because there are so many geese that you cannot walk without stepping in goose poo. So yeah. But coming back to the festival, I did use it to buy a lot of things. Why didn't you use magic to extract your wisdom teeth? Well, I need to fit in into, like, I need to live in human society right now, so that's why it's better if I don't do stuff that is like out of the ordinary. If they target you, you're doomed too. That's true, yeah. The geese are allowed in public parks, of course. How do you forbid a geese in public parks? You can hunt them. But no, a lot of parks here have geese. It's because if there's a body of water, there's like geese. So yeah, I did buy some stuff. I bought blue leather gauntlets. If I ever do a hand cam again, I will show them to you. I will wear gauntlets. German's filled with geese. I think just because I'm talking about a lot of places where there are geese right now, you're overestimating how present they are. But you will meet geese if you go to public parks, probably. At least here. Germans constantly party, but they are also dull, constant workers. Truly a nation of contradictions. People here are like really like have a stick up their ass in some situations, but then again you have places where you can bathe naked in like at like the same lakes also children play. So, and sauna is naked. Public saunas are mostly naked. Like nudity is a thing, like nudity being a thing at the same time people have a stick up their ass with other things there. Yeah. It's a lot of different stuff mixed here. Leather gauntlets? Yes, I got leather gauntlets. I have a tiara right now. Like I'm wearing a tiara right now, but now I own a tiara and a more typical elven crown, like the one that goes down on your forehead. I got one of those. And I got a silver Celtic sword as a necklace pendant. So yeah, I have that silver necklace here. When I teach children how to jaywalk so they can become a true rebel, we don't have crosswalks at every place in Germany. And like at least in the villages, not all villages have crosswalks. So how else do you get to the other side of the street? I played on the street as a kid. Have you ever seen Germans being stereotyped as good sleepers? That explains the contradiction. What? I do value my sleep a lot because like I do have like one priority of mine is like everything being completely dark and having a good mattress, a good pillow. That's like stuff where I spend a lot of like when I got that, I gotta spend a lot of money on it because it's important to me. Because yeah, sleep quality is important. I don't sleep like I sleep on kind of like the best thing IKEA can give you. Like I don't have the most expensive stuff that is in the world, but like the best thing IKEA can give you. So yeah. I answered Felipe too late, I guess. I don't know with that, but I don't know. It's okay. I don't know, but it's interesting with like I have never heard of the stereotype of good sleepers. So yeah, and a nice circlet. What is it? Silver? Yeah, I think it's if you refer to like the crown, the elven crown, then yeah, it's silver as well. I prefer silver jewelry. I prefer it. So yeah. To be honest, the more I hear about Germany, the less I want to go. No offense or anything. I feel the same with America. the more I hear about America, the more I'm like, I'm not sure. But yeah, like for example, like there's some stuff that I tell you about that you will not come across, like except for if you go to a public sauna here, which is not typically the thing that I do as a tourist, but like you will not come across the nudist beaches if you don't if you don't search for them. You might not come across them, for example. Like that's something I'm telling you, but you will not come across that really, for example. But yeah, cultures are different. Are you gonna wear this circlet every time you stream from now on? Who knows? You will never know. If I wear it or if I don't wear it. Do I wear it right now? Do I not wear it right now? You don't even know if I'm wearing like day clothes or if I wear my pajamas. I've streamed in my pajamas before. I don't want to stream without clothes. I don't know, it would feel weird. But I've streamed in my pajamas before. The more I hear about Germany, the more I want to go. Dokumi, this horse and knight stuff, Oktoberfest, cute girls and cute outfits. The dirndl is cute. I agree with you. Dirndls are cute. Lederhosen are also really hot. They can be hot, depending on how you wear them. But yeah, soft pretzels. I hope you refer to like the normal, like not the snack type pretzels, but like the big ones. But they're like really giant pretzels at the Oktoberfest, and they're really good. I like them. So yeah, I thought you were wearing an elven dress and you have knife ears. You mean like peaky ears? I do have one ear that's like more peaky. So yeah. One ear is more peaky than the other one. The big ones, yeah, the big ones are tasty. Because it doesn't have a hard part. They're really good with Obatsta. Though, because of some people who decided that only one, that's the most stupid, like a thing that a lot of people are like weirded out by that. But there's one recipe that can officially call itself Obatsta. But with traditional food comes local variations. Like that city has a different Obatsta recipe that's tradition to them than another one. But some person decided only this one recipe can be called Obatsta. So there's a lot of different words for it now. Like, because they are not allowed to call their recipe Obatsta now. So you might have to ask for it. The people will be able to tell you that. But it's like cheesy. A cheesy cream with like paprika in it. It's really, really nice. So like the pretzels taste really good with Nutella as well. Can only recommend that. Really good. Also with butter. Butter, Nutella, and Obatsta. And cheese. Not for like this, like cheese that you cream cheese. That's that. I know Germany is very big with bread. I guess it extends to pretzels as well. Pretzels I like. They're really nice. My brezen. I basically eat brezen every weekend, like just like that, without anything. Because it's like just plain bread is boring to eat, but brezen plainly is like nice to eat because it like has the lye outside, so, and the salt, so it tastes like something. So it's like a really nice snack if you want to go like if you want to go somewhere and you have to bring something with you as food, which I do often. Brezen is like just nice, so I have them basically every weekend. That's why I like them so much. I never get tired of them. It's something that I eat a lot. So yeah, man, what a rich history. Here we just talk about genocides and war crimes committed 30 years ago. Well, there's always more to culture than like atrocities. There's always good stuff as well. Food is all like there's always different foods that are really good, and like celebrations that are nice. Fasching, for example, like jousting tournaments like this. Oktoberfest is fun, even though it involves a lot of alcohol and other stuff and bushes. At least that's what I hear from police people that I'm friends with. How do you spell that? Oberster? Wait. Let me get this over here. Let me show you so that you can see what it looks like. Come on, please. Okay. Yeah, that's a little weird. We make it ourselves a lot of the times. It's like this orangey looking cream cheese that you can put like onto the pretzel often with onions. So yeah, you eat pretzels with white or black wheat because white bread is basically sugar. Well, if I buy white bread here, it's not necessarily sugar. It's just American toast bread. If I buy that. And even that is probably less sweet here than it is in America. But I don't know what you refer to with black wheat. I've never heard of that term before. I misread Zatsudan as Setsubun. What does Setsubun mean? I only know the term Zatsudan mainly from other VTubers. So Setsubun, I don't know that term yet. A whole dip just for pretzels? I'm intrigued. Yeah, it's a whole thing. You can also eat it with gray bread. So like with like the typical, like here it's often called house bread or like farmer's bread. The gray bread is really nice. He always tells people to eat black bread and avoid white bread. I think you refer to what we call gray bread. So yeah. Have you ever had barbecue before? Depends on what you refer to as a barbecue. If you refer to a barbecue as like meat on a grill, then yes, of course. I even had rotisserie chicken on my grill. Like homemade rotisserie chicken because our grill has rotisserie, like a rotisserie thing. We even make pizza on my grill. We also have steaks on the grill from time to time. Or burgers. What else? We don't usually do like sausages on the grill because that's boring. Gray bread. Brot. It's brown. It's not gray, but it's not white. But white bread is also not white, so Does each state have their own national dress or cloth? Not really. Like the dirndl, for example, like the dirndl that we have in Bavaria is something that's shared with Austria. I'm not sure about Swiss, but probably them as well. And Baden-Württemberg as well. Like we have now the modern version is like similar. And there's like fashion trends in that as well and stuff. There is local variation when you look at the traditional form. Let me see. I don't want to show like what I grew up with as like the traditional form of my dress, because I would reveal exactly where I live with that. So let's see if I can find something else. Yeah, a little bit. So the thing is basically each city. I looked for Munich right now because that doesn't tell as much. But for example, Wiesbaden has like this blue thing as like like the blue long sleeve there, the blue skirt. Other places have like this more red themed thing. Like this is not the modern version, these things with a lot of buttons, like with the hats and stuff. That's not the modern thing. So yeah. Texas style barbecue with smoked brisket and ribs. I've had ribs. But I don't have a smoker, so I've had something smoked before, but I don't remember what it was. It was years ago. No. I wanted something different. Wait, give me a second. So you have seen Tracht now. Tracht refers basically to the older things, which is like more historical. And this is Dirndl, which is the more modern take on it, which is like what we wear today if we go to Volksfest and stuff. For like the people who work there, they often have like slightly more traditional outfits, but the modern version is like different in style, like simpler in the front and like more colorful, and if it's more fashion. So yeah, and that's really pretty, and I feel really comfortable in it. Like it's kind of like the only thing that I feel comfortable in, showing like a lot of cleavage because it makes one feel so confident about stuff. And the funny thing is, like, I personally don't mind people coming here and wearing like basically our traditional clothing, because you see if someone wears it as their traditional clothing or if someone wears it as a costume. Like if tourists come here, they wear it as a costume. Like they appreciate the culture. They most likely appreciate the culture, but it's a costume on them. And people who grew up here, they wear it as their traditional clothes. I cannot really, it's most likely like how they wear it, like how they carry themselves in it. Like it's just an outfit for the people whose traditional clothes this is. And for others, like it shows that they're wearing a costume, that it's like not normal for them. It's certainly a cute outfit clothes-wise. It is. It makes one feel pretty. And it makes others like think you look pretty. So it's win-win. And the way I'm talking, like I'm talking really about the way someone carries themselves. It has nothing to do with skin color. It has nothing to do with electricity, ethnicity. I've seen people who were like black people wearing Bavarian clothes, and you saw they grew up here it's their culture, or like they moved here and it's their culture, you see that. And it's like just normal. You see Hispanic people here wearing the traditional Bavarian like dress, like lederhosen or dirndl, and it's their clothes. It's their traditional clothes, even if they have another culture as well. You see it's their clothes. It's their traditional clothes. So that's really cool that we have come so far that like we have different ethnicities mixed with each other and like share the cultures. I don't know. I think it's really cool to like that everything gets mixed up like this. And I hope one day we can live in a world where it's not always about like, oh, this is theirs, and like because they look like this, they have that culture. Like I hope at some point we can just like live together in harmony, like teach each other about our cultures and like just share the knowledge. Because sometimes, like for example, learning to cook different meals from different, like for example, I cook a lot of Italian food because it's tasty. Like, or like in summer, we make some Thai curry because it's good for like eating something like that when it's hot. Learn from a different culture because they have adapted better to the heat that we have now in the summer. That's like learning from the culture, appreciating the culture. And I hope we can do more of that even with other stuff in the cultures. Like learning from each other instead of hating each other. It would be really nice in a world where we can learn, like, this one thing is good from this culture and this other culture could profit from that as well. So let's adapt it. I don't know. I think that would be better than just hating each other and like separating each other's cultures. I think that's the two ways we can go. Either we can separate each culture, like you are this culture, you can only do this, or share each other's culture, like learn from each other, like learn from each other's history and appreciate each other. Like learn about the differences, learn about what's common, and like teach each other how to be better humans, or like what's cool. Like cool food, like for example, like Oberster is something tasty. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. But if you like it, then make it. I don't know. Like some people, I've seen some people get weird about that, about food before. So I don't know. I felt like I wanted to say that. That personally, I think it's cool to share culture, like to share my culture with you guys. And I hope like maybe there's at least something that you think is cool and you want to try that out. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, we've talked a while now. We got a little off topic, but basically I just wanted to show you that this is cool. Like a lot of performances, a lot of swords, a lot of cool dressed people, a lot of good food. I didn't get to eat too much food. I kind of want to go to a street food market to just eat a lot of food at some point. I need to check if there's a street food market at some point still in this year. But yeah, a lot of different things to see, and I hope, like, now that you know about this, if you ever come to Munich in this time, you will consider checking that out because it's cool. But anyway, I think for today we'll end it here. Why is my counters off here? Tomorrow we will play Scribblenauts again, like usually. On Tuesday we will play, like next week we're just back to the normal thing. On Tuesday we will try to get some hats back with Mr. Sun's hat box. And on Sunday we will try to continue solving crimes again. And then we'll see like how long we'll take. Ending already, 2 whole hours of Monday talking. Yeah, I don't want to like, I just pulled out my threads from this, like the stitches, like just before the stream, so I don't want to hurt myself that that fast. Ending oh, you mean ending already, as in it has been 2 hours, so it's okay that, like, it's not that short. You mean like that? Because we have done longer streams before, it feels so short. We have done 4 hours before, I think. I played till like 1 a.m. when I played Graveyard Keeper at some point. So 2 hours feel short to me. But yeah, I kind of want to like still take it easy a little bit and like not go overboard. So yeah. 2 hours of non-stop speech is plenty of content. It feels so short. The time passes so fast while I'm spending time with you. Like, 2 hours feel like nothing. Like, except for my throat, it feels like nothing. Like, there's so much more that we could talk about, but like, yeah, time just flies during the streams. It doesn't only fly for you guys, it also flies for me. It's always a lot of fun to spend time with you guys, to play games with you guys, and also talking. Maybe we should like put some just chatting streams in every now and then. I just need to come up with some topics, but we'll find topics. But I kind of really enjoyed it. I was scared of doing this. Like, honestly, I put off my first Zatsudan because I was scared of, like, not finding topics to talk about. So, and here we are, getting completely distracted from the topics that I planned to talk about and talking about completely different things. But I enjoy it. And if you enjoy it as well, then that's fine. Maybe we can do Zatsudans as like the break between different games. Ooh, that could be nice. Because, yeah, I sometimes want to take a break between one game to another game. So maybe we'll have some Zatsudans at that point. That means you did well. Well, thank you. Yeah, I think I also improved from the beginning, learning how to talk on stream. But I don't know. I think with also the puzzle stream, I got more confident in talking about topics, because that puzzle stream took a lot longer than I thought. I still need to film that because I found the last piece. Spoiler, I found the last piece, but I still need to film myself put it into the puzzle because I want to have that on camera. Nice to rest for a bit before grinding another one. Yes, it is. It is nice. I'm not sure. Sometimes I might not want to take a break. Sometimes we might do a Zatsudan. But I think we should do this more often. I hope you think so too. But I think with the reaction you had to ending the puzzle streams, I think you also enjoy this kind of like free talking atmosphere and like just chatting. But good job finding the last piece. Where was it hidden? I'll tell you when I film the video. I'll tell you in that video. It was in a stupid place. a really stupid place. But you'll see. I hope I will finally get to film that video. I just put that off. Let's be honest. I'm just putting it off at this point. I've had that lying around for some weeks now. But at this point, I will have to leave you and go to sleep. So I had a lot of fun today. I hope I see you again tomorrow on the other channel playing Scribble Knots. And yeah, till the next time. Till then, bye bye!